Hey guys, it's Chris the Batman Statue Collector. Hope everybody's doing great. And this is kind of a two-part review. I'm going to be offering some thoughts here at the beginning of the video, and then collector Mike Hobbs, who filmed this for us, he is going to offer his opinion as we get into the meat of the review. So this is very exciting. This is the Queen Studios 1/6 scale Catwoman, of course, from Dark Knight Rises. And this is a piece that I know has been very anticipated from a lot of collectors. It seemed like there was a little bit of a delay on this one, but overall, collectors seem to be very happy with getting this one in. And obviously, there's a 3rd scale version as well. And we're going to be having that review on the channel here real soon, as the collector that purchased it from me just got it in. And so he's going to be reviewing it for us, which I can't wait. But this is the 6 scale, so it's really cool. And again, Mike is going to offer his opinions on this because he does have some pros and cons with this one. But I think overall he really likes it. Obviously, you're going to get the packet here, which is great. It's got the instructions on how to put it together. The likeness to Anne Hathaway is, there's no question how good it is. You can kind of see the styrofoam layout on this as well. And so that's always really nice whenever you have the instructions on how to put it back in the box whenever you pack it up, or just how to put it together in general, which is great. But as you can see here, it's got a lot of really great detailed information on how to put it together. I know one thing that Mike says, and I think he'll probably say it in the review portion as well, is that there were some issues with her like not necessarily touching the bike very well. And so I am anxious to hear what he has to say. But as you can see, it's got the nice styrofoam. It's got the straps. I think that's becoming, company standard across the board. We even see Sideshow now using the straps. It's just a really nice touch. You don't have to worry about the tape. This is the interior of the box for the unboxing. As you can see, it's got a lot of parts. It's got the base, it's got the bike, and of course, Anne Hathaway's Catwoman as well. But of course, the bike is the main event, obviously, again, 6 scale. Just to let you guys know, this retails for around $800, a little bit less depending on where you get it. I've seen like $788, that sort of thing. So it's not bad at all, in my opinion, for a rather sizable piece. With the bike and everything, I don't think that's a bad price at all, really. And of course, I think the bike for 1/3 scale was around $3,000, so definitely a price jump there for sure. But as you can see, you can kind of tell by Mike's hand here just kind of the size of the base overall. It's got a nice simplistic base. It reminds me very much of that extender base that they have for the Batman and Joker that I have, which is nice. Here you can see the edition size on this. And it kind of shows you here step by step kind of how you put the bike on. It's got these like little basically tire holders basically that holds it in place. So that's nice. And then again, as we start unwrapping it, you're going to start seeing more and more details of the bike itself, which is great. Look at that. It just looks cool. Look at the weathering on the tire. I think that is really well done. And this is making me kick myself of selling my 3rd scale. I just didn't know if I'd have a place for it, and I think that's why I, ended up selling it. There's a lot of money, but gosh, it looks awesome. The details on the Batpod look very good, look very accurate to me. I actually had a chance to see the real Batpod when they did a tour around the time the movies were being released. They came to a local Walmart, which is really awesome. They also had the tumbler. There's a Warner Brothers thing that they were doing. I don't know if any of you guys remember that, but being able to see it in person, it's just really awesome. And there's so much detail. It just was so heavy to watch them like move it out of the the moving trucks and stuff. It was really interesting, but you could just tell it was very weighty and meaty. But I love the details on the tires. I believe the tires are a rubber material. If I remember correctly, I think they were originally going to do like a polystone type thing, and then they wanted it to be more accurate. So I don't mind it. This is kind of like a big kind of Hot Toys. The Hot Toys did the Batpod as well. And so, I don't know if one is better than the other. Obviously, the main thing here is the sculpt of Catwoman, as you wanted to have that Anne Hathaway likeness. So I'm, again, anxious to see, just like you guys, I'm anxious to see Mike's footage here and hear what he has to say about it, whether he likes it or not. Obviously, with this particular version, you have the sculpted hair. The 3rd scale, you have the rooted hair. So if it just depends on what you like. I do feel like there's a little bit more detail in the 3rd scale, a little bit more likeness there. But again, I am curious because basically they just shrunk it down for this 6 scale. It's very similar. I think the Batpod is probably identical. We'll see. Again, I'm anxious to compare it when the collector that purchased it for me has a chance to review it, and we can look at it, kind of side by side here. But overall, again, I think the detail is great, and now we have Catwoman on the Batpod itself, kind of still wrapped up, but let's see what the reveal is here, and voila! Does it look like Anne Hathaway? Absolutely, I think it does. Obviously, when you get the mask on, it's going to be even better. And I know Mike did mention to me that he's got some thoughts on the mask. He was a little bit disappointed with that aspect. So again, stay tuned to hear what he has to say about that particular thing. But again, her on the bike, I think she looks great. I think her sculpt is really good. Again, obviously, she's got the sculpted hair, which I think looks okay. I think it looks fine. Again, I personally kind of liked the rooted hair, which again, I'm not a very big rooted hair person, but I did enjoy it on my Joker. But yeah, look at the sculpt here. Really nice. Her hair does look good. Obviously, it's meant to be pushed back with the mask. But again, overall, look at that. Is that Anne Hathaway? I think there's no question to me that it is. I think it's very well done. And yeah, look at that. Looks awesome. So I'm going to turn it over to you, Mike. Take us away, my friend.
My only complaint with this piece, the goggles don't fit very good. I'm worried about it rubbing on the face, so that's why I just hung them down. I'm not putting it on because even front to back, it's doing a lot of rubbing on the face, and it's going to mark up her face with black marks. That's my concern. The eyes almost have this glassy look to them. So I don't know. I'm not an expert. I don't know if they're stickers or glass, but they do have that shine. You can see in the camera here if it'll focus a little better, but you can see the lights in my room like bouncing off her eyes. So also there is a gap. She doesn't quite lay on it, but I guess her foot's planted down here, and then her other foot's planted over on this other pedal. But I mean, your arms, even her arms, I mean, there's no way she could hold herself up. It's a minor complaint. I think it's a fantastic piece yet. 1/6, and the price that it was, the retail price on it was pretty good. I mean, even the hair looks great to me. It looks like it. Come on, zoom in. It looks like there's strands in her hair. I mean, it's not just a clumpy painted that I've seen on other statues. It actually got more strands in. It almost looks like real hair. I mean, it's got to be pretty close as you can get on a 1/6 sculpt. Tires got treads on them. Supposed to lift by the tires, by the way. Nothing else. You just grip inside on the top here to lift it around. Feels pretty solid lifting that way. So yeah, this paired with the other videos. Sorry about some of the mess. I'm still getting my room organized, so it's really just to me, this is a keeper. I'm really just trying to go for more movie statues. Less comic book now. I've got quite a few comic book pieces, but I don't want to break the bank on movie pieces either. This movie is good. It's not my favorite Catwoman. Michelle Pfeiffer. And there's the other long shot.
And there you guys have it. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks again, Mike. And we'll see you all next time in the Batcave. Bye, everybody. Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these 2 awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.